Welcome to the scrappiest place on earth. I'm just a little bit upset because we have a really nice day outside and this thing doesn't work. Well, that's better for what we're doing today. So for those of you who remember, we were having some clutch issues, specifically the hydraulic system on the clutch. I believe we were boiling the fluid, as well as we might have some issues with our master cylinder. Brian Stubblefield brought up a great point. He said that he has had issues with these master cylinders before, where he was also getting metal shavings inside the system. Anyway, that means we have two things to fix. One, the fact that we're boiling the fluid, so we have to create some kind of heat shield. And two, I think we have to replace the master cylinder, which really sucks because I ordered a rebuild kit for the piston to get new O-rings and all that, but I think the whole master cylinder is gonna have to be replaced. But on the bright side, we got some packages. Outside door handles. I know who this is from. This is from Mr. Pumpkin Spice himself.
Oh my god, is that pumpkin spice?
Oh, shit. Look at the chrome on these bad boys. Sheesh. I love that it came with these little retaining clips. These are a pain. I've never seen plastic ones on these cars, but we have a door handle here. Look at this chrome, it's all pitted. The driver's side, however, this was our door handle right here. You know, I forget that I have windows on this car. The regulator could be greased or replaced. Went to the gym for the first time in 5 months and my legs hurt. Also, I wanted to say, I very much appreciate how active you guys have been in the comment sections, good and bad. I'm like literally tasting all the rust residue that's coming off of here. Now, I just wanted to address some of you, one or two of you, might have gotten offended in the last video. So I wanted to take this time to formally apologize to absolutely nobody, regardless of where you came from. We all bleed the same. We live in a time where basic human rights is a sensitive subject, which is insane. Nice. Look at that. We left it nice and greasy. Shout out to the Pumpkin Spice man. Oh, we still got the driver's side. This guy said that I was gonna lose my subscribers, yada yada. And by no means is this going to turn into a political channel. These are just the opinions of one guy. Oh geez, I think we are gonna need new regulators. Look how much this look how much this panel flexes when we turn the knob. What? Which one of these do you feel like the most today? We're gonna keep the old ones just in case. We have a package from Gyraline or Gyraline, not too sure how to say that, but we're gonna save this one for another episode. We also have a bag that was open already. Whoa, this one came with all kinds of goodies. Hey Angel, I hear you're in need of some razor blades. Here are a few, and remember to always cut away from you. Thanks for all you do, Brian Brown. 100 piece, 100 piece, 100 piece. Whoa. Whoa. Sheesh. There's a total of 233 razor blades here. Brian Brown, I love you. But on a side note, we got some hose. Oh man, I know my wife is not gonna like that one. Specifically, we have some 3/8 fuel hose. We're gonna make something pretty ghetto involving our hydraulic system, but we'll get to that in a sec, because at the moment, I wanna talk about this. What you're looking at here is not a fiberglass backed heat shield. Well, as a matter of fact, yes it is. This is what we're gonna be using in order to stop this hot-headed guy from boiling our hydraulic system. Now, what we're gonna do in order to prevent that thermal transfer, I don't exactly know yet, but I do know we're gonna find out. I think we could do something with these. Oh, I sat down. What the? That wasn't just me, right? Also, check this out. I bought them like 6 years ago at Costco, and as you can see, it's hanging on for dear life. But if we plug them in, they're still kicking. Anyway, the more I'm under here, the more I'm realizing how much more things actually need heat shields. Like this brake line, it's about 1 inch, 2 inches away from the exhaust. Over here, it's about 5 inches away, then like 3 inches away. Anyway, the braking system hasn't given us any issues at all. Now, the way I plan to use this car is driving the hell out of it, maybe for hours on end. It could give us a problem sometime in the future if it is exposed to heat for prolonged periods of time. So I think we're still gonna add or make some heat shields for those brake lines as well. We haven't even started on the slave cylinder. Okay, so here's the deal. Let me show you guys my genius idea here. So I'm thinking of making something that pretty simply just like that. Now, I don't need it to look like the craziest thing ever. I just need it to work. And I'm also thinking about nearby mounting areas. So I have this bolt right here that we can use to mount that shield somehow. Now, we can do all the crazy bracketry in the world that we would like, but I'd like to keep this fairly simple. We're obviously not going to make it out of cardboard. No good. Good. All right, so we have both assemblies completely torn apart. And what I'm finding most surprising is that the slave cylinder is what's most damaged. You can see the scoring in the bore right here. My initial thought was it was this one that was messed up, but the bores actually look pretty fine. These are both fairly simple. There's not a whole lot of parts going on here, but we do have a rebuild kit for the master cylinder because I had nicked the seal just right there. But the piston itself also has some very weird wear marks. So we're gonna go ahead and rebuild it anyway. And the reason I'm rebuilding rather than replacing is I already have these parts in my hand. We might as well see how long they'll go for. And if you're still asking, why don't you just replace it? Well, why don't you just send one? Either way, we still have a boiling issue, so we have to address that. All right, here's our finished bracket. It doesn't look too bad considering we dropped it 3 times while painting it. Now we gotta put some of this stuff on there. Gonna cut me a 5x5 piece. I mean, I think that'll work. I don't know if this is overboard or overly effective. But we're gonna find out for sure. Almost forgot to show you guys the ghetto trick that we were gonna do with this hose. So we went ahead and split the hose directly down the middle, so that way we can create a slight thermal barrier. We're just gonna stuff it like a Thanksgiving turkey. I mean, it's definitely gonna make a difference. If it's enough or not, we will find out. Oh my gosh, everything is back in. But if we take a look-see at our heat shield, looks pretty damn, right? Our slave cylinder is now reinstalled as well, with that hose protecting this line. This hose still needs to be tied down away from the exhaust a little bit, but damn, just installing this thing, installing the pedals and everything is a giant pain. It's like 8 p.m. right now, and I'm gonna try it. I'm not going home until I try it. We want it to go in gear while the engine is on. Come on, please just behave. Just do as you're supposed to do, and we'll be fine. We're going into gear, buddy. Now, I'm not gonna take it out because it's nighttime outside and we don't have headlights, but we'll take it out tomorrow. Welcome to the next day. Oh wait, you guys aren't at this part yet. Before we set out on our drive, we're gonna do a little bit more heat management. We're gonna do it a little different this time, but the goal is to shield the fuel lines as well as the passenger brake line. All right, so I bought this roll of heat shield material, and I think it's gonna do us pretty good. I got my template cut out here. This is crazy sharp though. Got our template cut out. Let's see how she fits. So I'm gonna fold some of the edges over so we can get rid of these sharp corners, and it'll also give it a little bit more rigidity. Little slice here, little slice there. Stuff is stupid sharp. I don't know how I haven't cut my finger yet. Ow! Oh yeah, baby. That's gonna cover our fuel line as well as our brake line really well. Now that we made it, we have to find a way to mount it. Now, there's different options for that. We could use some self-tappers. We could weld a bracket. We could maybe use magnets even. Do you guys like Weezer? Anyway, I was being mostly sarcastic when I said that I was gonna use magnets, but I went to the hardware store and I found these, and man, they don't f around. So I got these tiny, what do you call it, push pins, and now there's much more effective and secure ways to do this, like welding up a bracket, using riv nuts, even self-tappers, but I wanna drive this today, so look how easy this pops in. And it's also pretty easily adjustable. But if it's that easily adjustable, is it that easily collapsible? As long as it doesn't vibrate on anything and it doesn't fall, it should definitely do the job. And it looks pretty simple from the top. I mean, it's just going to keep the heat away from these lines as well as this brake line. All right, ladies and gents, the Scrappy Boy is about ready for a test drive, but there's one thing we have to do first. So we made it to K & Paint's HQ, and we got a new color for the Scrap Tee design. New color, everybody, on the Scrap Tees. This will be available on the website as of right now. Bruh, give me that. Shoo! Huge thanks to Keith Kripe, Charles Womack, Timothy Selheimer, Lyle Catcher, that's the Catman by the way, and my boy Rob for placing their order. Now, let's go drive this thing. Come on, come on. The clutch feel itself isn't that hard anymore. I realized that the pedal itself with the adapter was a little bit misaligned, so when I would press the pedal, it was actually grinding, whereas right now it's literally buttery smooth. Oh, fuck! Oh. And at this point, we're passing where we got left stranded last time. Welcome to the mountain, as well as this beautiful view. Holy crap! Once again, we are lucky enough to get a beautiful sunset in Tucson. Now we have to be back to the shop before the sun actually sets. Scrappy actually made it to the top of the mountain today. Well, we're not actually at the top yet, but this is one of the best views. I mean, just look at it. You can see the rock I put behind it so it wouldn't roll away. Wow. I can't stop saying it, but we got a really beautiful day. But I gotta head back to the shop now before the sun goes down. Don't forget, new rookie tees are out now. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.